good morning. Thank you so much for joining today. This is about an 80-minute practice or so. Please practice as always according to your condition. Please remember that the practice is an offering. Think of the practice as an offering. And when you do that, then you're more inclined to practice in a way that's conscious, that's mindful. Imagine all creations experiencing it through you. So we want to deliver the best experience. And remember that if you go to a place of pain or suffering or anxiety, that's what you're going to send out to others. So just again, be mindful of your practice. So on that note, let's begin. Close the eyes. Bring the attention within. Before creation, what existed? God was always there in the midst of it all, and will still be there beyond the end of this universe. Attune your mind to that supreme divine consciousness that is within and everywhere. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're everywhere. Find the following words in one of the sacred texts of yoga, the Bhagavad Gita. The Lord Krishna said to Arjuna, fix your mind on me alone. Rest your thoughts in me alone. And in me you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice of our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. To make the practice even better than meditation, renounce all the fruits. Imagine this as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. So, in order to establish a deeper connection with the divine within, spiritual breathing, raise your arms above the head, the palms slightly turned up. From the fingertips, inhale down through the arms into the spiritual heart, everything that you need. 2, 3, 4. Feel yourself being flooded by that goodness. 6, 7, 8. Holding the breath and the attention at the heart, that spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out through the arms, send just the breath out. Everything you pulled in stays within. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale down through the arms into the spiritual heart. Locating the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, holding it all in the heart. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out through the arms, out through the fingertips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One last time. Inhale everything that you need. Attract everything as though there was a big heart magnet in the spiritual heart. Holding in the heart again. Hold the breath. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down now. So let's do the main breathings. With the breath retention, we'll do rhythmic style. So the count is 3, 12, 6. This helps to calm the mind. When the mind is calm, it's less susceptible to being thrown off by cravings, which could lead to attachments. Attachment ultimately leads us to a place of suffering. So for this technique, using the left hand in Yana Mudra, on Mudra consciousness on the left knee, right hand, second, third fingers fold down towards the palm, turn the palm towards you. This starts as Vishnu Mudra like this, When you turn the palm towards you, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra. The thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left. Keep the fingers close to the nose. I will pull the fingers away more, a little bit further out so you can see, just for demonstration purposes. But for your purposes, you can keep your fingers close to the nose. So for the inhale, you're inhaling through the active side, which I'll explain for a moment, in a moment. And then that's 3 counts. When you hold for 12, you apply the throat and the root lock. For the root lock, you contract the perineum muscles, pull up towards the navel, pull the pelvic floor up. Imagine that you are you're lifting up, you're pushing everything towards the front of the spine and up towards the navel. For the throat lock, you raise the chest as you're inhaling, not the shoulders, the chest. So that when you bring your chin down on the chest, your back can still stay straight. You want to have a straight, easy passage for the breath to rise up. The intention is that the space between the eyebrows to seal off the lock completely, bring the tongue through the mouth behind the teeth as a throat lock, Jalandhara Bandha. And then you exhale through the less active side, inhale back through the less active side, close the nose for 12, and exhale through the active side. So begin and end on the active side. And for the exhale for count to 6, just try to release the locks and just allow the breath to go out evenly as possible. No big explosion out of the breath, out of the body. We try when you're doing it home for about 12 cycles, but we don't have time for 12 cycles. We'll just give you the tools you can do it at home, the technique. So now let's find the active nostril. Close off the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale through the left a few times, quickly. Then do the same thing on the other side. Close the left side with the right ring finger. Whichever side feels more open is your active side. Usually changes every 2 hours. If you can't tell the difference, just use the left side as your active side. I will demonstrate with my left side as my active side. So sit up tall and straight. Breathe out completely, empty the lungs. Now close the left active side. Inhale for the active. 3, hold the breath. Chin on the chest. Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha, third eye attention. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale through the left active side. Release the blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the left active side. 3, hold the breath again. Third eye attention. 2, 3, 4. Everything stops as though the mind, the body, and the emotions were frozen. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out through the active side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was one cycle. Inhale through the left of the active side again. 3, hold active space between the eyebrows. Hold the attention there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out through the less active side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the less active. Fill up the lungs, raise the chest, hold the breath now. 2, 3, 4. Everything stops. All the mind activity, the mind, the mental reactions and the emotions are still frozen. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out through the active side. 2, 3, 4. Push all the air out of lungs. 6. Inhale again. 3. Hold the breath. Make the mind one pointed in its focus as much as you can. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out through the less active side. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the less active side. Hold. Even if the mind wanders, be unconcerned. Just keep pulling the mind back to the pranayama, the space between the eyebrows. 10, 11, 12. Exhale out through the active side. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the active side. Hold the breath for 12. Mentally count in your mind. Keep the count even. Exhale out through the less active side. Inhale. Hold. Keep applying the throat in a root lock. The attention is always fixed at the space in your eyebrows. Exhale through the active side. Continue on your own. Try to stay with it. Cultivate perseverance. If you have a longer breath cycle, you can slow down the count, but keep the duration between the counts even. Lose yourself in the breath. Remember, do it for the others who can't practice, who don't know the practice. Allow this to be your motivation to cultivate consistency in your own practice. Next time you exhale out of the active side, conclude, take your time, do the full cycle as it should be done. And whenever you're done, bring your right hand back down in Yana Mudra on the right knee. Stay for a moment in stillness. Observe the state of the body, the mind, and emotions. Have no concern, have no expectations of what you should or should not observe. Have no attachment to the result. Keep offering the practice. Everything is meant to be shared. Now let's proceed with the asanas. Try to see God in all the forms. And when you see God and you see yourself in all forms, how can you hurt? How can you come into a place of hurt and suffering? Or how can you transmit that suffering and pain through your own actions and through actions towards others? So now let's put that into practice, and let's come to standing. Continue with the asanas. So we're going to start off with some exercises. Just promote the release of impurities through heat, through generation of the heat in order to release the toxins. So we're going to start off by imagining you're shaking all the impurities out of the organs. Stand with your feet about 10 inches apart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Come down, hands on the knees. Hold the breath out. Start to make the belly jump. Pump the belly button in and out towards the front spine. Try to do as fast as you can as you hold your breath out as many times as you can. floating up and in. Keep pulling the breath out. Imagine trying to push the belly button through the lower back, the heart to the shoulder blades, chin on the chest. Contract the perineum, contract the buttocks. And release, come back up. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. We'll do it one more time. If you can, try to do at least 50 times, pumping the belly button in and out. Also, inhale again. Exhale, come down. Hold the breath out as you pump the belly button in and out again. Imagine all the periods being shaken out of the organs through the force of your actions. Again, pull everything up and in, hollow out the area underneath the rib cage, and release. Slowly roll your way up. Breathe in deeply. Exhale, relax. Soften everything. So now let's continue with some exercise just to move the joints. Dharma says move the body every day, or otherwise you end up in big trouble. So you always have to keep on moving towards self-realization, towards radiant health with body, mind, and spirit. Raise your arms up, inhale, exhale down. Graceful movements, powerful at the same time. Now inhale, straight arms up, spread the fingers. Exhale, pull the arms down. Close the fingers into fists as you pull the arms down. Now forward in front of the body, same action with your hands. Snap them in towards the front of the shoulders. Roll the arms back and forth. Try to get the arms behind the ears. Now, across the chest, inhale, squeeze. Imagine trying to squeeze the armpits together. Exhale, throw the arms back. Do the exercises with enthusiasm, the breathing with vigor to get the full range of benefits. And now, raise your arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, toss the body down. Allow the belly to hit the thighs. You can bend your knees as you're going down. One more. Just stay down for a moment to allow the body to stop shaking and bouncing. And then roll your way back up. Hands on the hips, circle the head. If it's better for you to do half circles, you can do this. Try to get the ears, the shoulders, the chin to the front of the chest, the top of the chest. And if you're doing a full circle, change directions. Try to get the back of the head to the top of the back. Always moving according to your condition, your abilities. Do your best, whatever you're doing. But now from here, coming into squat, so if you can't go down all the way, just go down as far as you can. Be mindful of your knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop down to squat. And back up. Arms out to the side with the pitchfork, elbows high to the shoulders. Twist from side to side. The exhale happens as you go from one side to the other. And back to the center. Next one, 4 movements. Again, coming to squat. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, jump up. Exhale, down. You don't have to jump. If it's too hard on your knees, you can just lift your heels and back down. Be enthusiastic like a child, and you always stay blissful. Tap into your inner child. One more. Good. Next one. Arms in front of the body, wrists high to the shoulders. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and snap the arms back out. Feel as though the arms were spring-loaded. And now, same move, but the arms start down, so you're going to a full circle and a quarter. Remember to drop the arms back down after the exhale. And then release. The feet now about the width of the mat, the toes beyond the edge of the mat, going from side to side. Left arm up in, inhale, exhale out through the right, inhale up through the right, right arm up, exhale, bend to left. And release. And then left arm up, inhale, bend to the right, hold the breath. It's the same action, but the breath's a little bit different. And coming back up on the exhale, right arm up, inhale, bend to the left. Try not to make folds on the other side of the body as you breathe. And then return. Lose yourself in the sensations. Remember, all creations experience this through you. Always be careful what you're transmitting. Imagining weights attached to all the fingertips to allow you to sink a little bit deeper into the bend. Go gradually. If you need to stop, then be respectful of that, of what the body's telling you. Visualize your body moving with grace, and the grace will transpire in your movements. Likewise with the power. You become what you believe. Each repetition maybe takes you a little bit deeper. Through constant practice and repetition that find the ease, and whatever you don't achieve in this lifetime, you just pick up where you left off in this one. So everything's perfect, everything's according to the divine plan. It's go with the flow, as Dharma says, Dharmaji says. Well, let's do one more on each side. Stretch. Elongate the whole left side of the body. And then go to the other side. Hold the breath, sink into the stretch. And then return. Good. Now from here we're going to come onto the hands and knees. Cat-cow. So feet about, knees about hip apart, hands underneath the shoulders, wrists underneath the shoulders. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Powerful movements. Stoke the fire within. Inhale. Exhale, produce heat. Inhale. Telescope the neck out of the shoulders. The trunk out of hips. Exhale. Try not to make a big fold across the lower back or the back of the neck. Exhale. Don't close the chin so much on the chest that you cut off the air. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Be the witness. Watch your body all by itself. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Doing a few more repetitions. Exhale. Just feel the body moving. The body tends to be a little bit colder in the morning. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral. Next one's for the hips. Swing the right leg up on the inhale and then throw it out to the right on the exhale. Toss the leg up there. Of course, again, be mindful of your movements if your hip is a little bit tighter. If you're more flexible, try not to allow the foot to drop below the line of the hip. And then the other leg, left leg up, inhale, and then swing it up to the left. Try to touch the toes, back of the head. Two more. And then release. So now we're going to come onto the belly. Sometimes it helps to have a blanket underneath your body with the edge of the blanket just at the tops of the legs. This helps to take the pressure off the hips. So lie on the belly, engage the buttocks and the upper back as you do this movement as you come up with your chest. Keep the tops of the feet grounded. If you can't hold your hands together, just keep your hands apart. Now come up, inhale, exhale, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Squeeze the heels, your palms together. Up, down. One more. Up and down. Now relax. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Drop the right out of the body. Now the next one, the arms come in front of the body. You have a few choices. You can raise the legs up and the arms up at the same time and come down. You can modify that movement more by bringing the left arm up and the right leg up, and then just alternate between sides. Keep your legs straight, your arms straight, or if you have more power, more strength, throw the legs up, and when the legs come down, the action of the hips and the chest coming to the ground will throw the upper body up. So we'll take this. Continue with me. And break the pose. Forehead on hands, breathe in. And breathe out, relax. Now we're going to come back all the way into child's pose. This one has 4 movements. So start with your seat back behind the heels. Inhale, come up into high cat, rounding your back. Exhale, drop your hips to your hands, shoulders back, Bhujangasana, cobra. Inhale, back into high cat. Exhale, seat behind the heels. Inhale, rounding your back, coming up. And then forward, push the chest forward, all the way forward. Away from the seat. Inhale, up. Push your heart between the shoulder blades. Exhale, send the seat back again. Inhale. Exhale, coiling like a serpent. Inhale, high cat. Exhale, all the way back, child's pose. Move between the forms like a shapeshifter, effortlessly, fluidly. And forward, like you see yourself in the dreams, moving gracefully, fluidly, all the way back, quietly. Inhale. Exhale. Think of the Guru that's within guiding. Pay homage to the Guru through what they taught you. And make come up. Inhale. Exhale forward. Be grateful for all the experiences, all the opportunities to learn. And all the way back. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. And then forward. Try to move in a way that doesn't create big sharp folds in the back of the body. And all the way back. Think of the spine as a hose. If you fold it sharply, you cut off the water flow. Forward in the same way you don't want to cut off the energy flow through the spine. And back, exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, you can visualize a wave emerging from the ocean, reaching its full heights, and then starting to diminish, crest, and then disappear back in the water. Inhale. Use your imagination to achieve the effect. And forward. And back up. Inhale. And all the way back. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pull all the way back. One more time. Inhale, coming up, rounding. And then flexing. Rounding again. And flattening and lengthening. And just stay back in child's pose for a moment. Breathe in. And breathe out. All fatigue. Next one, we're going to slide into cobra pose. So glide forward on the inhale. Pull the arms. And then when you make it into cobra, once you arrive, hold the breath, hold the pose. Make sure you don't jam up the neck between your ears and shoulders. Telescope your neck out of the shoulders. And then back on the exhale. Inhale, glide forward again. Make like a snake creeping through the grass. Brush your nose to the ground. And then raise your head and coil majestically like the cobra. And back. You can modify the movements as you like. You can come into baby cobra. You don't have to come up all the way. And you can just gradually come up higher and higher as your body allows. So you can keep your elbows bent and your chest forward, your head up. If you're more flexible, if you're able to, you come up higher. And back. Move according to your abilities. Come forward again. Pull at the floor like you're trying to pull the floor towards you. And this might propel your body forward with more power and ease. And back. Exhale. See yourself in a body of a serpent. Come forward. Try to imitate it physically. Imagine having that boundless range of motion. And back. So the next few, if you want, can bring your feet up as well. Try the king cobra. Come onto the fingertips. Push firmly into fingertips. Bring your legs up. And try to touch your toes to the back of the head. If it doesn't happen, don't worry about it. Just keep moving your joints. Keep trying. Come forward. Visualize it. Perhaps one day the body will obey. Separate your legs. Imagine you're squeezing the socks behind your knees. And then back when your feet might come closer to your head. Come forward again. Now the twice blessed are those who can imitate the form physically and mentally. So be regal and wise like the serpent. And then all the way back. Come forward again. 3 times blessed and beyond are those who can imitate the form and always physically, mentally, and spiritually. Tap into all the divine qualities of what you're representing. See God again in all the forms. God is equally present in all of them. Come forward again. Pull your hips to the sides of the body and come up. Hold the breath, hold the pose. back, exhale. Glide forward means it's the best one yet. Push your shoulders back. Keep the heart open in every sense. Save the pose on yours to grant you higher service. Always divine service. And back, exhale. Now, breathe in. Breathe out, let go of all fatigue again. Relax. Now we're going to come forward onto the belly and then turn onto the back. So from here, raise your arms over the head, stretch out the legs, stretch out the arms, then come into, on the inhale, exhale, come into tuck. Squeeze everything tight. Inhale. Exhale, pull into a tuck again. Squeeze the shoulders, chin between the knees. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Make yourself as compact as possible. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze in tight. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck. Peel the shoulders up off the mat. Bring towards the knees. Inhale. Tightly squeeze in. And inhale again. Come into a ball. Same action, but the breathing's different now. Inhale, elongate. Hollow up the navel. Lengthen the navel as well. Now hold the breath, come into tuck. Everything stops. All the tension and space between the eyebrows. Try to press your forehead towards your hands above the knees. And release. Doesn't matter if your head doesn't touch. Just keep your attention on the space between your eyes regardless. Reach out. Inhale. Hold your breath. Come into a tuck. Push the elbows against the sides of the outsides of the legs. Try to bring your hands over. Maybe one hand from the other so you can touch your forehead more easily to your hands. Release again. Be unconcerned if you can't go to full expression in the pose. Do the best you can. Hold the breath. Come into a tuck. Everything comes to the center. Release, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Pull in. Make the body look like a fist. Very tight. Very compact. And then elongate on the exhale. Inhale even more. Lengthen through the fingers and the toes, even stretching. And then come into the tuck. Hold. Release. Whatever the body's doing, keep the mind always the same. Temperament never changes. Always remain calm, undisturbed, unjudging. Release, exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck very tightly. Squeeze everything together. And release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Good. Now we're going to just roll, rock and roll. So if you have more strength, you can keep your arms laid straight, go all the way to plow, so hands behind your head, and throw your legs up. Jump your feet all the way back. And as you're coming down, make sure your heels don't come down, crash landing. Anchor heels down and sit up and pull the body down over your legs. So you can't do the full motion. You just take your hands back to the knees and just roll whichever way you like. Okay, so whatever it looks like for you, to release your back a little bit, go for it. No jerky motions if you can. Try to keep your movement smooth and the speed even throughout the motion. Be the witness. Keep watching the body moving all by itself with power, with grace, with ease. And watch it transpire and reflect in your movements. So now you can get ready to stand. So next time your legs go back, as you come down, bend your knees, push into your feet, and come right up to standing. And so we're going to come to the front of the mat now for Surya namaskar. Get at the top of the mat, hands to the heart. keep on offering up the postures. Imagine we're all together, physically moving together like a school of fish. Do it for all beings everywhere. Raise your arms over the head, arch back. Hold the body down. Bend your knees if you need to. Bring hands flat on the ground. The right foot back. Lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come right into upward facing dog if you can. Push your hips and knees away from the ground. Take your head back. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift your seat and allow the head to come down. Now the right foot forward. If you can't make it all the way, you lower the knee. You can use the right hand to assist the foot forward. Push your seat all the way forward towards the front heel. And then bring the left foot in to meet the right. Modify the movements as you need to. Come right up to standing. Reach up over the head. And then come back home. Don't worry about the breath. Move the body. Breathe naturally. Move the body. The breath will follow and deliver more power and ease in movements. Last step back. Into the high plank. Ashtanga namaskar. Knees, chest, forehead down again. Push into your hands. Pull your elbows into the sides body and try to push your hips and knees away from the ground. Upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Allow the heart to melt. Allow the head to go down below the arms. And then the left foot forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Try to get your seat right in line with your heels, but without detaching the body from the legs. Come right up to standing. Arch back. Hands back to the heart. Engage your buttocks and your back as you move back into the back bend. And then forward fold. Fold the body in half. Right foot back. Move with grace. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come through into upward facing dog. Shoulders back, legs up off the ground. If you can, Adho Mukha Savasana is always move according to your abilities. Try to touch your head to the ground if you're flexible. And then the right foot steps. The right, left foot follows. Uttanasana. Come right to standing. And then come back home. Go up and back. Every posture an offering. Every movement reflects devotion and love and surrender. And into high plank. Down we go. Right through to upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Allow the line in the back to soften. And then the left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together. Uttanasana. Bow to legs, a gesture of humbleness. Come right to standing. Raise your arms over the head. And come back home. Let's add on now. Raise your arms up. Take your arms all the way back. As you come forward, bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, push your body into your legs, send your hands up over your shoulders. Try again to keep your belly with your thighs as you straighten your legs. If you can't, don't worry about it, just keep your belly with your thighs. So, the right foot back, lower down the knee. Without touching your feet to the ground if you can, come right up with the Kapyasana, arms up and back behind the head or beside the ears. Keep the arms straight. Stretch from the toes all the way to the fingertips. Good, now come back. Into high plank. You can do Ashtanga namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down if you're feeling stronger. Take your seat all the way back. Pull the elbow into the sides body, push through to your toes. Try to come right into upward facing dog to touch your legs to the ground. Good, stay here for a moment. Pulse, look like a dog, howling at the moon. Push your shoulders back. Try not to make a big fold across the lower back and the back of the neck. Now back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Bounce here again. Try to get your belly towards your thighs, your head down. If you're flexible, maybe your forehead, your nose, maybe your chin comes down eventually. Keep your arms straight. Good. Now, raise your right leg up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana. And set the foot between the hands. Softly, back knee down, drop down to the seat. Kapyasana again. Raise your arms up over the head. Arch back. Pull your arms out of the shoulders. Pull the trunk out of the hips further. Stretch. Getting ready to come forward. Land your belly on your thigh. Right hands come behind your back. The left foot comes in to meet the right. Uttanasana. Belly to your thighs. Forehead to your shins. If you're flexible, if your legs are straight. And come all the way to standing. Wherever you are, your practice is perfect. Just try your best. It's the effort that's most important, not the results. Go up and back again. Fold the body down in half. Bend your knees. Send your hands all the way up over your head. Go maybe in front of the head. Shoulders are right beside the knees. Try and get again your legs straight by pushing your body against the legs. Now hold your breath. Keep your weight on your right leg. Left foot goes back. Swing hand right up into Kapiasana. Reach up and back. Open up the chest. Telescope your body out of the hips. Now bring hands back down. Step back into high plank or entry to upward facing dog, your choice. Again, if you want, you can bring your feet back, pull the elbows into sides of body. Push roots your toes, send yourself right up into upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Melt the heart, try to get your belly to your thighs, the forehead down again. And then your left leg up, Ekapada Mukha Savasana. Send the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Kapiasana, radiate your inner light. Imagine you're this crescent moon radiating the light, reflecting the light of the sun. Stretch. Become what you see in your imagination. Now come forward again. Without touching your feet to the ground, lean forward, belly on your thighs. Join your hands together, and the right foot comes in between the left. Uttanasana. Take your seat up over in the same line to heels if you can. Your chest may be moving beyond the knees. Now come up to stand, your arms overhead, arch back. Hands back to the heart. Keep moving with control and grace. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch your body move with even more power, grace, and ease. Bend your knees. Push your body to your legs and your hands up over your shoulders, or right foot back. No stopping now. Flow from one movement to the next like you're doing divine dance of devotion and love. Bring your hands down. Step back into high plank, and then right through to upward facing dog or cobra. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. The right leg comes all the way up. Step the foot between the hands. Lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Kapiasana again. Transition between the forms effortlessly like a shapeshifter. Hands behind the back, the feet together, bow down, the head towards the feet. Come right up to standing. Raise your arms over the head. Come back home. Keep moving with grace, the utmost grace and power. Make every movement an offering. Chest on the thighs, hands over the head, bow down, and then the left leg goes back. Right up we go with Kapiasana. Reach all the way up and back. Send the hands back down. High plank, and then right through Urdhva Mukha Savasana. Make like a dog howling at the moon. Then downward facing dog. Make like a dog stretching its back and loyal with the dog to its master. Raise the left leg up. Be loyal to all those around you as well. Imagine you're their servants. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Always ready for divine service. Raise your arms all the way up and back. And then come forward again. Belly on your thighs. Join your hands, feet together. Uttanasana. Push your body into your legs. Come right to standing. Arms overhead, arch back. And then come back home. Take pause for a moment. From the heart, inhale up to the crown. Send the love up there. Now hold the breath. Keep the love circulating all around you to all beings everywhere. Send it out everywhere. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine love towards all beings everywhere. Now release. Continue to offer up the practice. So balance poses now. The left foot steps forward, bend down. The left fingertips come on the ground, about 16 inches in front of your left foot. Raise your right leg up. Turn to the side. And then see if you can raise your right arm up. Try to get your right leg up higher. Point the toes. And now from here, we're going to see, if you like, you can hold your breath. See if you take your left fingertips up off the ground. Maybe you take your left hand to your heart. Maybe the right hand comes down on the left. Keep gazing forward, hip in line with the heel. And then release the left hand down. Turn your body so that your both hips are facing down. And from here, revolve out to Savasana. If your leg was very high, you can bring about the height of the hip. Turn to your left now. Your hand can stay on the seat. Elongate from the top of the head to the toes. If you can, raise the left arm up. Turn your chest all the way to your left. Bring the left hand back down. One more. If you like, bend your knee, land your belly on your thigh. Sweep arms out to the side. Make like a gliding eagle. Plunging from a great height to a great speed. If you can, get your foot higher than the head. High head above the height of the knee. Now from here, press into your left foot if you can. press right back up to standing. Good. Take a moment to just imagine moving through the sequence with complete ease. Perhaps this will transpire in your practice. Now go on the other side. So the right foot forward now. Bring the right hand down, not too close to the foot, at least 14 or 16 inches. Raise the left leg up. If this is too much, you can do it on your knee. Just bring your left shin, right shin on the ground. Left arm comes up. If you need a block, if you can't reach, if you're finding you're hunching, you can't get your chest open, you can bring your hand, a block underneath your hands. But as much as possible, just use your own body and just do your best. Whatever you're at is perfect if you're offering it up. Now again, you can stay here, or you can try to shift, practice your balance by shifting forward a little bit so your hip is over the heel. Hold your breath and take your right hand to the heart. If you want, you can try to take your left hand on top, right in front of the chest. Keep your body turned fully to the left. Now bring your hands back down. Turn your body so that it looks like you're lying on your back, on your front on the table. Left hand to the inside of the right foot. Turn to the right. Your right shoulder on top of the left. Eventually, if you can take the right arm up. If it's too much for your shoulder, keep your head on the seat. Bring that right hand back down. Turn to face the belly facing the ground again. Raise the left leg up higher. Bend your right knees. You can land your belly on your thigh. And then sweep your arms out to the side. Imagine you're a great eagle flying, soaring, skimming the surface of the ocean. Imagine in your mind, become what you see in your imagination. You can only go as far as your imagination cultivates, so cultivate the balanced one. Right, arch back a little bit, bring your head forward. And from here, ready to come back up. Charge the body, turn the palms forward, close your eyes. Inhale, best, right into the spine, up, right to the ground. Exhale, send it all out to the rest of the body, send it out to all beings. Everything's meant to be shared. Good. Now, let's come back. We'll try some balance, more postures now. So standing in the middle of the mat, facing along the edge of the mat, the fingers on the same height of the elbows, at the height of the shoulders. Jump or walk your feet apart. Turn to your left. Bend into your left knee. Virabhadrasana. Be strong and ready like the warrior. Make sure your back arm is not dropping. Keep it at the same level as the shoulders. Look over the front hand. Be fierce, be determined and courageous like the warrior. Now swing the right arm up to meet the other one. Virabhadrasana. Look up, as others say, on yours, carrying a higher devotion. If you can't turn your hip all the way forward, the right hip, you can lift the back heel if it's too much, or the back knee down. Do again as you need to. Now from here into Parivrtta Paschimottanasana. The right arm stays up. You can angle the toe and knee towards the right a little bit. Push it other way with your left hand so you can get more room for the arm to come to the outside. Your back, the shoulder pressing against the outside of the knee, your armpit on the knee, maybe at some point. Left hand on the right. Push very hard into the bottom hand so the belly comes hard in the thigh. And then take the left shoulder all the way back, turn the face and chest up. If it's too much, lower the back knee on the ground. If you want to take a bind, push your seat back if you like. If your knee is on the ground, take your left hand to the elbow, so you can push your arm underneath a little bit further, and the left hand goes off the back. Join them together. You can do this without pushing your knee, without bringing your knee down, if you have the balance. Go again according to your experience. Turn your face all the way up, your chest up. Now from here, release back into Virabhadrasana 2. Keep your hips low, about the height of the knee. Join your hands behind the back. Pull the hands down, lift through the heart, head to go back and come forward. You have to go to the right a little bit. Make sure the right foot is down. And then humble warrior. If you can bring your head to the ground on the inside of the foot, your arm comes over the head. Again, if it's too much, your knee can come onto the ground. Just express the humbleness of a warrior here. Inhale, come on back up. Drop your seat all the way forward, turn forward, copy asana again. Arms up over the head, take your arms back. Try to get your arms behind the ears. Arch the back, lift the heart. Up away from the seats. Good, beautiful expression of offering. Radiating your inner light. Now break the pose, bring the hands down on the inside of the left foot. Move the left foot up to the edge of the mat. Glide back and forth a few times. Try to get your hips to sync with each breath. Push back to the right foot one more time. Lower the knee down. If your hips are low enough, fall on your left hip in the left forearm and roll back to the right. So you want to have both hips anchored down evenly. Make sure that the knee's not falling away from your shoulder, nor the foot sliding out. Keep your shin vertical, close to the shoulder. And the idea is to try to get your back lower than the knee. If your hips are too high from the ground, just stay on your hands. But keep imagining that your hips are attracted to the ground by a large magnet. Think of cobra pose. Try to find the same shape. If you're all the way, if your hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will eventually follow the pelvis, the belly, the chest. And take your arms up to the side. Be like a lizard, just sunning yourself on a warm earth. Be still like a lizard, merge with the form. Now coming back. There's a time to be still in all the poses. This way. Bend the toes under the back foot, spin towards the long edge of the mat, and come all the way up. Go to the other side now. Turn towards the right. Turn around 180 degrees if you need to. If you can't see the screen anymore, look over the front hand. Be powerful, mighty. All the qualities are already within of every form. You just have to turn them on because we are all connected through that divine thread that ties us together in the spiritual heart. Into Virabhadrasana 1. Turn to face forward and take your gaze up. You can have your hands apart if it's too much for your shoulders. Now from here, turn towards front again, lift the back heel, and go to the right this time. Try to get your armpit on the outside of the knee so it's easier eventually to take the bind. So you push your knee out of the way, the toes and knees oriented the same direction, same line. Try to get your arm down. You have to really use your right hand to push the knee out of the way so you can get your arm down further. If your elbow's in the space underneath the leg, you use your right hand to guide the hand underneath. You have to bend your wrist. And then the right arm goes over the back. Perhaps you take the bind. Or you stay with your hands onto the mudra. Anywhere you're at, offer up and pose, and then you're in the perfect place. Send the shoulders back. Remember that what you don't achieve in this lifetime, you just continue in the next one. If you need to lower your knee down, this is perfect as well. Now from here, back into either Easy Warrior 2 with your knee on the ground, or your knee up into Humble Warrior. So take your hands behind the back, join them together, lift the chest, and then dive. Go to your left a little bit so that your knee doesn't get caught in the shoulder. It slides the inside of the knee, then you can go a little bit further down. The hip is about height of the knee if you can. Stance is long. Now coming back up, turning forward, back knee down, flatten out the toes. We're going to do it this way. Copy asana. Arms up. Arch back. Lift the heart. Lift the body by the hips. See the shape in your mind, the form in your mind. Try to realize it with your body. No attachment to the result, no expectation. Now break the pose, come back. Hands on the inside of the right foot, with the right foot up to the edge of the mat. Scooch back and forth again. Imagine your hips are made of lead. And then when the hips are down, the rest of the body can come down a little bit more easily. Think of going, that thing going into cobra from your chaturanga or your belly. So same idea. Press your hips down and see if you can come forward. Telescope your chest and head forward. And then when the hips are down, the rest of the body will eventually come down as well. Now settle into stillness. If you're flat on the ground, again you can do that. Up to the side, your right shoulder right on top of the foot. The right foot. Merge with the form. At some point, you will be able to find a way to meditate in all poses. If you merge the form, you become the object of your meditation. Now from here, break the pose, come back. From here, we're going to turn on the feet, so facing on the edge of the mat. I'm going to do this the other way, so you can see. And from here, Prasarita Padottanasana. You can hold on to the outsides of the shins if you like. Extend to the crown. Exhale, pull yourself in. If you're more flexible, you can put your hands underneath your edges of your feet. Pull on the feet. Try to get your body right between your legs. Your head centered between the feet. Maybe if you're more flexible, your head can go further through the back of the head in line with your heels. Take the shoulders up and back. If you can, touch your head to the ground. Now those who want, keep your heads on the ground. If you want to come into headstand, you can momentarily, or even crow, or teddy bear. Take your hands, so your fingers a little bit behind the heels, and from here, press into your hands. Those of you who know how to get straddle up, go ahead, bring legs up for about 10 seconds. If you can't do from here, you can come all the way. You can come on, bring your hands behind your feet behind your hands, sorry, and then rest your knees on your elbows, and lift your toes up. So other ways of getting to the pose, or you just stay with your head on the ground, your feet on the ground. Still in inversion. Now if you're in headstand or teddy bear, make your way down gracefully. As your feet come closer to the ground, engage your core so the feet don't land the big heavy thud. Land them in the same place. From here, come all the way up. Walk your feet a little bit closer together so they're beyond, so they're a little bit more hip width, the toes are turned out. Easy to cross the hands on the seat. Bend your knees so your knees are over your toes or beyond your toes. Push your hands into your seat and pull down. Lift the chest, slowly bring your head back. You can keep your hands on your seat or walk them one at a time, down at a time. Underneath the knees a little bit. Roll the thighs out away, roll the shins inwards. Push your hips forward, straighten your legs more. More flexible, you can walk further down. Your hands can eventually come right underneath your heels. Now from here, wherever you're at, walk hands back, up the legs, push into your seat, pull down, and then come back up. From here, arms out to the side, jump or walk your feet together. Turn your palms forward, inhale, imagine lights going in from all around into the spine, up to the crown. Exhale, send the light everywhere throughout. Shine from within, keep radiating your light to all beings. Good. Now from here, we're going to come to the back of the mat. Those of you who have no issue with the wrists or strong through the arms can come right into plank from here. Fall into it. Otherwise, you can just modify by coming onto your knees, into table and into plank. So do again according to your position. If you're coming from standing, hold your hands in front, you can let your hands a little bit from the shoulders. Hold your breath. Come into plank. From here, left hand moves to the right a little bit. Turn on your feet. Come into Vasisthasana. Make sure you're not dropping into your shoulder, your hips are not sagging. If this is happening, just bring the left knee down and do it from here. Be mindful of your limitations. Back to high plank, go to the other side. Right hand comes a little bit more to the left in front of the nose. Hips forward. Straight line from the foot to the head and from the hand to hand. come back to high plank. If you want, you can do other variations this time on this round. If you're trying to, so go ahead. Sometimes it helps to push your seat up, like you're doing downward facing dog before going into the pose. Go to your right now. On your left hand, stand on your left hand, left foot. If you want to keep going, slide your right toes back, spin on your left foot, pivot on your foot so that the toes are staying lined up with the rest of the leg, not turned out too much. And from here, keep your pelvis up, and your edge of the left foot is down, so you can put your right knee up. Maybe catch the knee, maybe catch the foot. All these are just expressions of the pose wherever you are, just offer it up. Break the pose, gracefully, turn on the hand foot, keep your hip up. As you come back to high plank, go right to the other side now. Again, flow from one move to the next, gracefully, like you're doing a divine dance. Slide your left toes back if you want, spin on the foot, inside edge foot down, your hip has to be all the way up as high as possible, so that, and try to keep your right leg straight, so you bend, everything, all these are just going to wear on your energy, so push your hips up, your pelvis up, and then you'll be able to take your knee up and hold the pose longer, or maybe hold the knee, maybe hold the foot. Break the pose, come back into high plank. From here, lower the knees down, come into child's pose. Take a deep breath in, exhale, relax. Even in these moments, you offer up this as well. The practice is about the strength and drive and effort and the softness and surrender. Next pose is an inversion, either headstand or anything, or a teddy bear, or if you want, you can just come into hair pose. Your feet don't even leave the ground. You just lift your seat, try to get your imagine trying to push the belly button through the lower back. If it's too much pressure on the back of the head and the neck, just move your head forward a little bit more. So you're more on the top of the head, not so much on the back. So again, do according to your condition. Those of you who are going into headstand, go ahead. If you need a wall or a chair, you bring the feet to the base of the wall with a chair, seat on the heels. Make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders, just in front of your knees a few inches. Maybe 3 or 4, about 4 or 5, and then don't move your elbows, move your hands forward, interlace your fingers, place your head between your palms, and bring one foot onto the seat of the chair or on the wall, and bring one leg back. With your legs split, easiest way to balance here. Squeeze the heels of your palms into the side of the head, and then pull the toes up off the seat of the chair or up off the wall. You have to press into your forearms first when you're starting, so that you have even distribution as the weight you're finding a balance. So not so much pressure on the head as well. So keep your legs bent, especially when you're beginning. Allow the back foot to hang towards your seat. Try not to lift your leg too much. The closer your legs are to the body, the more compact you are, the more easy it is to find the balance. Try for another 10 seconds or so to hold the pose or to try. But then no rush, make your way down. So with control, make your way down and come into child's pose. Forehead on the ground, breathe in and breathe out. Relax everything. Roll your way up. Here. Okay, so then bring your feet forward. Scooch right to the front of your seat behind heels and roll back. You can take a few rolls if you need to get a little momentum. Let's get your legs up higher. You have to 3 or 4 times. Bring your hands to your back as your legs are coming up, so that when you push into your back, your seat comes over your seat comes over your shoulders. And from here, try to move your arms all the way back behind your body. Join your hands together. Try to pull your wrists together so your elbows come closer. You can stay in this pose, plow pose or baby plow, with your hands on the ground and knees bent. As Especially if your feet are not on the ground, keep your hands on the back. If you want to go into full shoulder stand, bring one leg up at a time. Try to get your toes in line with your chin. If your legs are a little bit angled at an angle, that's okay. Your elbows are not behind your back, still okay. Just try to find a place where you find stillness. Then leave the body alone. Bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. Concentrate on stillness in the body so the mind can go into quietness as well. Watch the space between the eyebrows. You have to practice concentration as much as postures. The mind is always jumping around. With practice, the mind settles into stillness. Without changing your focus from the space in your eyebrows, bring your feet down behind your head again for plow, again very slowly, with control. If this is too much, you can go into happy baby pose. Just bring your seat, your back down on the ground and hold your feet. So happy baby pose looks like this. Knees on either side of the body, and you can just hold your feet. So whichever one, again, suitable to your condition. Those who are in shoulder stand, cloud pose, bring your hands behind your back now, palms down. Start to come back down. Keep your legs close to the body as long as you can. Press into your arms so the legs don't come down fast and hard. At some point the feet might land on the wrists if your hands are right behind your back. And once your feet are almost to the ground, push into your lower arms, lift your back up off the ground. Push your elbows a little bit further towards another, behind your back. Lift the chest. Now you can bring your feet down. Chest comes up, the top leg comes down. Fish pose. Arch your back. Try to get your head a little bit closer to the seat. And now breathe very fast in nose like a sniffing dog. Keep going with the breath. If you feel like you can, raise your legs 12 inches off the mat. Lower the feet down. Allow the head to go back down. Take your arms out from underneath. Breathe in. Through the skin. Exhale, send it everywhere through the body. Feel recharged and rejuvenated. Good. Okay, so from here, we're going to bring the feet close to your seat, the arms close to the body, and then lift your hips up. Pull your arms underneath your body so that, again, it looks like you can't see from above. And push your chest up very high. Try to center your knees. Are they over your toes? In this case, try to push into your arms a little bit more. Try to get your hips up higher. So your knees go behind the toes. Back knees in line with your heels. Your shins, in other words, are straight. Push your chest up. Now, if you can, lift your heels, walk them a little bit closer. When you lower the heels, don't drop your seat down. Keep your hips very high and your chest like a wall. Now, those who want to keep going can take hold of your ankles if you can. And you can stay here, or you might be able to go right into asana from here. If you lower your seat down just almost to the ground, push off your left shoulder, roll to your left, and then come up into asana. A little bit of fun transition. And then come back, pull heels in towards the seat. Roll towards the back again, the same way that it came from before. Push into your left shoulder and come back up into bridge. Now you can stay here or roll to the other side. Now push off the right shoulder, roll to and come up. Pull heels up. And then come back down. Pull heels in towards the seat. Roll back from where you came from. Push into the right shoulder. And come right back up into the bridge pose. If you stayed the whole time in bridge, perfect. Everything. If you're moving, if you're always offering up the poses, again, that's the most important. And then lower your seat down. From here, relax the legs, stretch out the legs, breathe in. Breathe out, let go of all fatigue. Now from here, arms up over the head, or you can just roll to one side and sit up. If you feel like you can, just sit right up from here. Now, Paschimottanasana. If you have tight hamstrings, keep your legs bent a little bit. Raise your arms up, come forward, hinge your body down, belly comes onto your thighs, your chest comes on your knees. Take hold of the heels, the feet, and see if you can push your body, your body into your legs. If you'd rather have just hug your legs to your body, you can do this as well. If you're more flexible, get your legs flat, as Dharma says. Just go ahead, don't waste your time. Find your way into the poses more efficiently. That's through the practice that you learn the tricks to come into the poses with efficiency so you can stay longer in the pose. Allow the mind again to settle and try to become one with the form. Attention to space is the base of the spine. Imagine the spine going longer and longer, the chest going beyond the knees, the top head almost touching your feet, maybe even touching your feet. Now, slowly make your way back up. Hands behind your back, fingers facing back. You can do either Purvottanasana or bench pose. You're doing Purvottanasana. Pull your feet a little bit closer. Throw your hips up. You have to try to get your toes down. You have to roll the thighs towards another and push your chest up. If your feet are up, your toes are up, your hips are going to sag. It's going to feel very heavy, very fast. So push your toes down, allow the head to hang back. If too much, your feet comes underneath your knees in bench pose. So your shins are vertical, your arms are vertical, back. Head back and breathe very fast. Make your belly jump. Keep going, try and keep your chest right in the shoulders, hips up. Lower the seat down. Awesome. Here, hug your legs to the body, take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, chin on the chest. Everything stops, third eye attention. Now slowly exhale, release the tension. Slide your feet forward a bit, left arm up, right hand behind the back. Go to the right, push your arm against the outside the right thigh. Push the lower back up and in. Make sure you're not leaning back. This doesn't do much. With that, this doesn't do much in a twist. Keep your hand right close, right against the back so that you can push against the lower back. Keep your back straight and tall. Look over your right shoulder, try to get your chin over your shoulder. Release, go to the other side. It's not just the eyes that turn, try to feel the twist starting at the base of at the hips, moving all the way up the spine. Visualize the spine spiraling and light to allow your body to go a little bit further. Use your imagination again. It's a powerful tool. Break the pose, lie on the back. Remote. Rest. Once you're on the ground, take a deep breath in again. Collect all the tension wherever it resides in the body, bring it all to the center. And exhale, just allow it to drop right out of the body. Be rid of it. Surrender physically. Mentally remove all the barriers as well that prevent you from to make you more receptive to receiving everything. Imagine the best is arriving now. coming in like great beings of energy through and light through the skin. Infuse yourself with all that goodness. Accept it with gratitude. And everything that comes in, send right to the spiritual heart as well, directed to the residing place of the highest self of God. And any offering that is made to God goes out to all beings as well. Everything you have is meant to be shared. Say to yourself the following sentence 3 times to ingrain it firmly in your mind and heart. I see the divine in all beings. And when you see the divine in all beings, when you see God in all the forms, again, how can you want to bring harm or pain or suffering to them? This has to extend in your day-to-day lives as well, and all their interactions. Continue to see all beings as yourself. See yourself in all beings. And see God in all beings. So now prepare to come back from Savasana, ready to carry out that mission with the utmost quietness and reverence. Make your way back to seated position. Close practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. If you need to do more Savasana, I invite you, of course, to go ahead and do a little bit more. Just allow all the benefits to integrate. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining. Much love. Hope this